Hey guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for the likes. Really appreciate that. Hello, dead man. Thank you for joining. He's risen from the grave. I like it. Very fitting for this particular type of Pokemon, too. My day was good. Mostly just kind of recalibrating everything and getting the setup a little more improved. I have more stuff arriving this weekend, so it should look a lot better by the time this weekend hits. So. How about you? How was your day? And I'm also testing a new paper. I haven't not a lot of determination if I'm gonna how far I'm gonna get with this. Um, it's not quite as I expected for colored pencil, but I think it's gonna be great for graphite and stuff like that. It's a little too smooth, so I'm just gonna see how it holds up. But how long have I been doing art in general? Why is everything disconnecting? Hopefully everything is still working right. Like, I barely touched anything. Anyways, yeah, so how long have I been doing art in general? Long time. Long time. So it's been well over like 15, 20 years. But I've been doing it since a kid. And then I got more intense with it later on. But yes, Void Start. I took your idea to try and incorporate this. So it's a mimikyu and darkrai combination. Like if they evolved together, the next level. When did I start taking art seriously? That was well over 10 years ago. I got into tattooing, opened a shop in Washington, and that was just a really hard time, and I didn't have a lot of money to like support the downtime. And I just wanted to give it a shot for a while, and it was like time to move on. So I did that, and that's when I made probably the most as far as art goes. I do commission pieces once in a while, make a little bit from that, and each one makes a generous amount. But I'm hoping to get back into it again. I recently got laid off from a job, so it's kind of taken some time to determine what I want to do next and what I want to get back into. But good questions. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have been brainstorming this one the past couple days, trying to figure out what I kind of want to do and everything, and we'll see what comes of it. Yeah, it's been a challenge because I don't know a ton about these particular Pokemon, so kind of winging some of it, but I got some reference material, and I'm gonna combine some elements and hope it turns out cool. All I know is you take your time, you plan it out, you look at it for a bit. Eventually, it comes to you on how you want to tackle it, how you want to make it look. And this paper is not. I like the way it looks, but it's not my favorite for trying to apply pencil, color pencil. Okay, thanks, Void. I appreciate it. Have I ever tried digital? Yes, I have dabbled in digital. My bachelor's is in graphic design. My master's is in psychology, applied psychology. Um, so I did a lot of graphic design work and digital art for a fashion design firm and in California. It's very cutthroat, so I'm not like, you know, as keen to wanting to continue that, and it wasn't really a passionate thing of mine. Because you have to be very weary of a lot of things. But now that AI is out there, some of those ideas probably would have came a lot easier than trying to be creative for 80 to 100 different designs a day. A lot of recycling got done with designs, and it just doesn't feel very unique and rewarding. So I very much would rather do something of quality than quantity. But yeah, digital's fun and all. I don't have the money at the moment to purchase any of the newer stuff. And I don't hate digital. It's just I really enjoy the physical aspect of art. This is my, my tablet, and you have to think a little harder, make mistakes, and see if those mistakes work into your design at the end. And I think it sometimes can come out really cool. You discover new ways of blending things, and stuff like that. Now, digital art, it's nice because you don't need all the other supplies, and it's just done. So I think that's always a pretty cool aspect. Now, I heard my phone, but I can't find my phone. Give me a second. Ugh. I found it. No, this isn't necessarily 100% the music I like. It is the music, though, that doesn't get me copyright strikes. So it's just NCS, no copyright sounds. Should be in the description with a link. But yeah, if I could play the stuff I want to play, it'd be a lot of heavy metal and screaming and chaos and whatnot type music. Or I'd be playing a lot of Pokemon theme song music too. But yeah. No, it's music I enjoy otherwise. Like it works well for the background. Right, no pain, no gain. Exactly. Now, if this turns out on this particular paper, I'm thinking of planning on either selling it or gifting it. We'll decide at the end. As much as I want to keep all my work. But I also might make prints too, and then kind of go with that. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of tooth in the paper. Doesn't feel like a lot of tooth, but yes, there is going to be color. I right now in the ear, it's mostly dark tones and cool tones. So I don't know if you're saying never used charcoal before, or have I ever used charcoal? And yes, I have. If you look at my content on my TikTok, or I think I should have some on Twitch still, look at the Skeleton Crew poster I made. That one is, I think it's 11 by 14, and that one has, or no, that one's something by 17. That has charcoal in the background, and then a little bit over the robot head and whatnot, and mostly graphite there, because graphite's a little bit shinier. It worked out really nicely for creating a metallic effect. So yeah, charcoal's awesome. It looks dark, it blends really well. It's messy as hell though, so you really have to make sure you don't smudge it. And that's the frustrating aspect of it. Other than that, and so I just did a really rough trace of an image I printed out that I'm working with as a reference. I don't freehand a lot of things when I have something that's going to be coming out so perfect. But I still modify things as I go along. The reason for that is it's just going to take forever, and you work the paper too much. So when the focus of the art is on the coloring and other attributes, I'm just trying to get an outline down. But do I like D&D? Yes. Yep. I end up being the dungeon master because I'm the only one that, you know, out of my friends that's really into it. They like to play. I've always been trying to find someone that I can just play with and not have to, you know, create the campaign and all that. But yeah, I've been with my character for well over 7 years. And I am I don't know if this is like in the other realms, but it's a dark wizard elf. The sketch from charcoal? No, the sketch is graphite. It's just a rough trace of an image using a light board because I already have an image. That's just what I'm going with. The other elements I'm adding are going to be, everything's going to be time consuming anyways. And if this was smaller, yeah, I'd probably just do a sketch, maybe a circle, and create the outlines. But I mean, same idea. I don't do a very precise line, as you can tell. Some of these are a little jagged. I just got the shapes down, the shapes and sizes for the most part. Favorite part of fantasy like D&D? Yeah. Yeah, I like all of it. I usually, we drink, my friends and I, while we play. So I usually incorporate like potions as shots or shots as potions and magical elixirs if they want to get fancy. They could make a mixed drink and you know, use that as like some sort of spell or something. Yeah, it definitely does. It also can make it very frustrating as the dungeon master when they go off script, essentially. Start inventing their own story plots and whatnot. But it's still a lot of fun, especially when you have them reenact things. We end up spending a lot of time in the taverns. Every time I go to a town, we're always looking for the next local tavern, so then I gotta invent characters and NPCs and everything that, you know, become involved in there. It's a lot of fun. It's just kind of a fun escape and do something different and then be creative. And it uses the best graphics chip ever made, imagination. And this is on 11 by 14. It's not very sizey, but it's still going to take a long time for me to get this probably completed here. I'm just hoping I can get dark enough and enough layers. I might scrap it just because of the paper, but we'll see. Maybe maybe I'll get pretty close and it won't be as frustrating. It does feel amazing to color on. Haha, no, Deadman, don't worry. I love all the questions. Thank you. And thanks for checking us out. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of the evening. A wonderful weekend. I feel like that's going to be the darkest black I can get, and I need to be like solid, almost ink black. I mean, I guess I could ink it first and then, let's see, as I get, if I push harder, yeah, it gets pretty black if I do that. I could potentially ink these first and then go in and color it. I don't know if that will do better or not, but it might. You know, I haven't experimented with though in this. Can it smudge? Let's see. Very minimal. I was just thinking if it smudges, I might have a new technique involved, but kind of do what I do with ink. I do a smudging technique with ink for blending and things, and it looks really cool. A lot of my portrait drawings are like that, so it ends up looking pretty neat. I mean, it's coming out pretty dark. Got a little bit of reflection. I'm hoping to improve my lighting just a smidge eventually here. I mean, everything takes time, like we were saying, so it'll come together. Gotta trust the process. Put a lot of time into an ear. Tell you what, my general philosophy too is to not worry a ton about the abstract details, but I gotta experiment to some degree too. See what's gonna work and what's not. How well everything's gonna blend together. Now there's a significant amount of tooth on here despite the smoothness of it. It's 500 Bristol, Strathmore Bristol plate 500 series. And I mean, I absolutely love it. Quality wise, it's amazing paper. It's just a matter of colored pencil's going to be an okay medium on it, or if I need to go with something more texture. And I might just need to be a little more patient with it too. Well, I am getting good blends. Just got this terrible reflection annoying the hell out of me. Does that make it a little lighter? Might need to reflect some of that light back down though. Somehow. Yeah, it doesn't really change that all too much. So I just need like a shade. I think I just hit the camera. Yeah, I just need like a little diffuser, and that would enhance a lot of it. Night Flame, hello. It looks better than all your drawings. Yeah, well, it's only an ear that I've done so far. And I did have some help and references and everything, so it's not like it's all completely from scratch. I wish it was. But I'd have to probably draw these non-stop for days in order to get to that level. And I enjoy the aspect of, you know, I'm not going to necessarily broadcast all my bad work because that's all anyone ever sees is when you're doing sketches that are meh. And we're impressed with the people that do amazing things first time around. Kim Jung-ji, stuff like that. But thank you. I really appreciate that. I mean, I could also use graphite matte for some of this area. Because I need it to be dark. Let's see here. I might have some handy. I have 2B. Where's my other ones? Oh, there's 4B. Let's try 8B matte. It's actually doing really well. Alright. I might use this for my darkest black zone. It's kind of pulling back some of the waxiness of the color pencil, but I think that's working out pretty decently. I don't know yet. Alright. Just kind of trying to get rid of some of that glare. I think I'll just stick with black. I don't know. I'm so in the middle on everything. I get it. Darker. Because I obviously can't go too hard or I ruin the paper and I don't want to do that. So yeah, the idea is I want it to come out really smooth. So, all right, let's move onward a little bit here. Around the ear, I think is going to be more blue. So we got dark greens and I'm going to sheet that blue and green. Using the black one, or matte black. Awesome. Thank you, Night Flame. I appreciate the support and encouragement. And it's gonna make my color go really far. If I don't have to press harder than heck balls to make it happen. Mwares, hello, welcome. Glad you found my channel and are checking it out. To everyone who's joining my TikTok and writing in the comments, thank you. Hello. Oh, thank you, Void Star. I appreciate that. I love fan art, man, and I like changing things up too. Doing something different and unique with things that you already like. Like I said, one of my favorite hobbies is editing and rewriting movies and stuff to make them better. I've had a desire to almost do books, but I don't know how well that would go. Like re-editing a book, essentially. I know sometimes it's kind of like, well, that's kind of rude to the original artist, but I don't know. If I did something and everyone's making different variations, I would think that's kind of cool. Because there's always better endings and outcomes to things, so I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of neat. Yeah, I might need to find a more rougher textured paper. I don't think I'm going to be able to layer as well as I want to. But it is going on very smoothly, so that's really awesome. It's going on nicely. Like, it's very satisfying. Like the other person asked if I do digital art, this is what that feels like. Like how smooth it is in this combo. But I sometimes kind of like a little more of the texture too. So. I think with this, because it is, I'm probably keep pronouncing it wrong, mimikyu, because it's a mimic and he's kind of wearing a cloth. I might make it almost appear a bit more wrinkly. You know, like the hood on it and stuff. This would be the, like technically he's wearing a hood, but it's also kind of not. So just add a little more texture in it. I'll play around with that idea. We'll see what comes of it. I mean, it might be easy to add texture afterwards too, once I get the base color tone down. Oh, thank you on the shading technique comment. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's time consuming, but I mean, it always comes out looking cool at the end, so it's worth the work and the effort. Oh, awesome! That's awesome. Leaving it on the background. Yep. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this is their favorite one. It's an interesting one to be a favorite of, but I agree. I always thought it was such a cool any Pokemon that resembled Pikachu. I thought was pretty cool. And there's a couple of them that kind of have similar traits, and I always like those ones. And I of course really like the dark, edgy ghost Pokemon and everything because it gives it a I don't know, a different world within a world. Like it shows that there are scary things out there. So it's just always appealing. All right, I need to take a quick 5-minute break. I will be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. I'm back. Thank you for waiting patiently. All right, let's continue. What do you think of this one?
What is it?
It's a Mimikyu and Darkrai Pokemon combined.
Oh.
So I spent like hours kind of coming up with the.
Oh, that looks sweet.
Yeah, it's gonna look really dope when it's done. Like you can see, I had a lot of ideas,
Yeah, you did.
a lot of references. So, and there were some others that were kind of cool too, and I might add one of those to my sketchbook or something like that. I almost did this one.
I like the spiral eyes, and the red's a little bit more
I'm gonna
intense.
do the spiral eyes on this one and add the flaming claws to this one.
Okay. Yeah, it's more broken up and
Yep.
flamey.
So, but I thought this one would look cool, bigger. I'm not sure if I 100% like this paper for color pencil. It looks good. It just
What kind of paper is it?
I got new Bristol 500 series.
Oh.
Um, at Strathmore. But I think this is going to be excellent for graphite. Like, really, really good for graphite. It just isn't as toothy as I thought it was going to be, or as thick as I thought it was going to be. So,
To hang on to the...
I'm researching, essentially. I need to find, like, a board. Like a thick board with, like, a lot more texture to it. A lot more teeth. Tooth is what they call it.
Alright, well,
So,
have fun.
yeah. I'll be up in probably 20 minutes, 6:10.
What you want?
What did you get?
Foods?
Like what?
I got milk.
Did you get good foods for dinner?
I didn't get something specific for dinner.
No? Okay. Well, think about it. I'll make something if you want me to. Okay, guys. Let's continue. And I will be going in about 20 minutes for dinner, so I apologize. It's a little bit of a shorter session today. I've been spending a lot of time getting things kind of situated for streaming and stuff. Working on the camera and lighting angles and things like that, so. I think this eye is gonna look so freaking dope. I'll probably stream tomorrow. If you guys want to see this eye getting colored right here, I'll work on that one tomorrow. And we'll do just probably the eye and everything. We'll try to get most of his head done. But for sure, we'll get that eye put in there. I think that'll look so cool. Along with potentially the cheek here. But we'll see how far that goes. The other hard part about coloring from white color and trying to make it darker is you have to fight the saturation levels a little bit more, the vibrancy of some of your colors. And I don't have the large sets. I just get a 24 pack of polychromos, half off on Amazon. So that was, I took advantage of that. Otherwise, I can't always afford the real expensive sets. So anytime the holidays come up, someone asks what I want, that's when I ask. And this last year, we didn't do Christmas. So I didn't ask for anything. We ended up taking a family vacation instead. A little bit more fun. But who keeps texting me? Sorry, guys. I have to work. Just got called in. So I'm going to do a little bit of both here for the next 5 minutes and as we get connected. that set up. So as soon as my guests hop on, I gotta go get to work. But I'll be on again tomorrow, and I'll try to announce my time that I'll be on tomorrow ahead of time. I'm waiting on some things for a better setup, so things go a little bit more smoothly on my end. So I couldn't tell you an exact time. But all shall work out fine. Yeah, erase some of the line here. One extra line I don't need. There we go. Is that Bowser? Nope. It's not Bowser. Do I sell my art? Yes. I don't have a lot right now to sell. I'm working on that. Yeah, no, Void, I really appreciate it. But yeah, I do sell art. I will probably sell prints of this one. I gotta look into it, but I haven't decided. I mean, it all depends how it turns out too. What I feel comfortable with. Yeah, I have no problem selling art. I just haven't done it much in a while. I do a lot of commissioned portraits in graphite. That's typically what I get a lot of work of for what pays. My fan art, I don't think I've ever sold a piece. I've given stuff away. I make a lot of holiday cards, birthday cards, all with some little piece of art on there that usually is kind of more particular to the person I'm giving it to. A little custom card, but yeah. No, good questions. Yeah, Void, I know you would. I figured as much. I think I'll give you first dibs at this. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, I hope the final piece comes out and looks just like she's imagining. So I'm not gonna expose the reference image I have. So y'all gotta wait for this to come out. I think it's gonna look really neat though. Yeah. No, I appreciate your support as well. I do have to get going soon. I really apologize. I sort of spaced on what day it was and what I have coming up, so I have to work for a bit. But my job's unfortunately in the evenings, part time. So. Oh, nice. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be on again tomorrow. Possibly later tonight as well. I haven't decided. I've been playing video games and just kind of escaping into an RPG world for a bit. It's just been a while since I've taken that time for myself. I feel like I'm always working or always doing a project, so... Yeah, I need to bust out my Pokemon cards, man. I want to play some more. Check out what I got. It's been a while. I have so many, I don't think I could remember which ones I have. But I don't have as many as others out there. I know I have a lot. So. Yeah, I will say the one thing I like about this is I feel like if I go really light with the black, it turns into like a gray wash, like I'm airbrushing or just watercolors real light and translucent. And then when I start pressing harder, it really tones down. So it's coming out cool. I just don't know if it's gonna come out looking 100% like I'm assuming it will, but we'll see. It's also really hard on white paper. get deeper tones in your pencils compared to tone tan like I did the other one. You kind of have to do a lot more undertones and blending on the paper. So, and this paper just doesn't, I don't know. We'll see. If I like it when it comes out, maybe I'll keep going. Keep using the same paper. Oh, yeah. I have a couple that I believe, as far as I research, are worth something. However, I don't have anything minted. I don't, or graded. So, I've been meaning to do something like that, but I also don't want to send them in. So, I'll probably have to hit up a show that does it. Something like that. One of these days. Okay, so my guest should be hopping on here any minute. All right, they are there. I'm gonna get going, guys. Thank you so much for checking out my work, and I hope to see you all again. Please drop in, say hi, give a follow, share the page. Void Star, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Have a wonderful rest of the night, guys. I gotta do some work, and I will be back tomorrow, and I'll announce the time. I'll try to do it at least a half hour to an hour ahead of time. So, look forward to it. Bye, everybody.